Brendan Hunt, the unlikely fan. The quarterfinal weekend was juicy. I predicted Germany would win on penalty kicks. They did. I predicted Italy would beat Ukraine. They did. Surprising no one. I predicted England would beat Portugal. Something happened that I couldn't have predicted, which is Beckham would be hurt so early. Then something happened I should have predicted, which is that Wayne Rooney would get a red card for doing a step show on the testicles of Ricardo Carvalho. We have the highlight here. Powerful technology, eh? One of these days, Wayne Rooney is going to finish a game against Portugal. And then you'll see Portugal. You'll see. Poor England. They thought by bringing in a foreign coach they'd be able to throw off this penalty kick jinx. No. 2 out of the 3 tournaments he's had have ended in shootouts. If you get to the point where you're playing another team and through soccer you're equally good as them, where after 120 minutes they can't separate anything, even if you're a man down, that means that you're just as good as the other team. You're just as good. It's just that soccer alone can't separate you. So you decided not to play soccer for a few minutes and go ahead and do penalty shootouts. And if you can't win a single one of those penalty shootouts, it's in your head, England! Get out of your head! Get out of your head, England! Get out of your gob, if I may say. And now they've done it 2 out of 3 times, and 3 times to one other coach. That other coach being Portugal's Gene Hackman. Of course he's going to lead them far. He does the locker room speech from Hoosiers every game. That's all he's got to do. As long as you all go out there and play to the best of your potential, and do the best you can to win, then no matter what it says in the scoreboard at the end of the game, you're all winners in my book. Oh, and if it wouldn't kill you to fall down every time someone runs past you, that would be helpful too. Anyway, then Brazil played France, and I thought Brazil would beat France, because a bit of a grudge match, you see, but something happened I also should have predicted, which is Zinedine Zidane decided to play like Zinedine Zidane. A man was a grade A stud. That was some French beef running around that field. He was awesome. That was fully Zizou. He was full metal Zizou. Full metal Zizou. This is my rifle, this is my foot. One is for fighting, one is to shoot. But not this one, the foot. And if he is fully Zizou the rest of the way, then France are as good as anyone in this tournament. There are 2 great semifinal matches coming up, and a great final is guaranteed. And I guess the 3rd place match is going to be good too, regardless. I will not be doing predictions anymore since I'm not so good at them. Our gambling guru, Mike Schatz, will come in later this week to handle those duties. The unlikely fan, Chicago.nl. Send in those emails. It's heating up. Oh, it's heating up. Brendan Hunt, the unlikely fan, wearing my Brazil shirt because I'm a big Brazil fan? Nah, not so much. But because I wanted to, just once, wear the shirt of a team that might actually win the game. It was a liberating feeling. The quarterfinals are now set and done and dusted. And this is where it becomes clear that this tournament will be better than 2002. 2002 started out great, but it started to fizzle right at around this stage. You know why? Because the quarterfinals had too many underdogs in it. There were only 3 previous champions, and too many underdogs ended up spoiling the broth. Ugh! This tastes like underdogs! Now, this year, we've got 6 previous champions, and these matchups are good. Real good. Oh! Who made this? What is that, 6 former champions? Yummy! 6 former champions, only 1 underdog, and 1 team that always got close and didn't quite get it done. What do we have? We got Germany, Argentina. Delicious. England, Portugal. Yumsy. Ukraine, Italy. Molto bene. And then finally we have Brazil versus France. Yumsy. Brazil. Now, Brazil are officially scary again. Why? Because Ronaldo is scoring. I'm not saying Ronaldo's not fat anymore. I'm saying that his fatness has turned into fatness. That's with a P-H-A-T, people. That's slang. He's doing exactly what Brazilians love him to do, which is only be good at World Cups and take off the 4 years in the middle. Since the last World Cup, he's been, just this tub of goo who plays for Real Madrid sometimes. He won 1 title, maybe? Stinky poo. Now, he's heating up, he's getting back in, he's getting that Brazilian action, because when he gets all Brazilian in the World Cup, then Brazil starts doing good things. Scary times. But they have trouble beating France in World Cup matches, and now they gotta play France. Let's look at what France did today. Did France win, or did Spain collapse? Again. You see, Spain was up 1-0. They made some curious substitutions at halftime, and soon they had PP'd the whole game away, like so much soggy paella. But France, France. Thierry Henry, who I love, had to go on fake an injury, which led to that 2nd goal for France. Is that what this World Cup is going to be for the rest of the way? The team that cheats the best is the team that wins? To that, I say, and I don't want to hear that Zidane is back. Zidane is not back. Yes, he scored that last goal at the end of the game, but that was your classic, cheap, garbage time, counterattack, right place, right time goal. I could have scored that goal because I'm pretty handy. The fake, the step over, the step over, the step over, the roll, the step on the ball, the spinny thing. There we go. The bunny hop. Who's got it? Woo! Gun show! Come on, ball. Sorry. Zidane or me? The answer is clear. See you tomorrow.
I know, buddy, it's hard. It's hard being a Dutch fan, but Portuguese are tough and they're professional. They know all the time-wasting tricks in the book, and besides, don't worry, 2010 in South Africa, they're going to have home field advantage. Just you wait and see. Hi, Brendan Hunt, the unlikely fan here in Amsterdam Lizard Park, consoling a Dutch lizard. I have an idea. I know Americans usually have bad ideas about how to fix soccer, and there have been some bad ones. Make the goals bigger, make the ball smaller, put timeouts during the periods, add a third half, line bowling pins across the goal line so that even if the goal misses, they at least can get a spare. But I'm not trying to fix soccer. I love soccer, and that's the key difference. So hear me out. My idea is about officials. Right now, the officials are doing a terrible job in this World Cup, and they're being criticized heavily, and they should be. But here's the thing. They have the worst job in sports. Yellow card for you. And picture in the paper an eternal hatred and damnation for me. I'm so lucky to have this job. They have to account for 22 cheaters all by themselves on the biggest field there is. Well, maybe cricket's bigger, but no one cares about cricket. I'm talking about sports. Whereas opposed to, in the sports I grew up with, American football. Also 22 players, a field almost as big, 7 officials. Baseball. There are 4 to 6 umpires, feared men in black, keeping the cheating down. Basketball. 3 officials watching 10 players on a plank of wood. There's barely enough room for 13 people on there, but they make sure that there's no cheating. So if you're trying to stop the cheating, here's my suggestion. Put in another official. Frankly, video technology would be better, but FIFA is afraid of video technology. I don't know why. Then, the only other recompense is to add another referee. More eyes, less cheating. Players have no disincentive for cheating right now. FIFA will tell you that a referee mistake is an interesting talking point, adding to the color of the game. No, referees aren't talking points. Players doing well are talking points. The hand of God is not a talking point. The hand of God is an example of cheating that has now been glorified over the decades to be something that everyone should try to do. Whereas Maradona's second goal in that famous match was a thing of beauty. That's a talking point. Not officials' mistakes, players' excellence. This World Cup is proving that the game is moving too fast now for one referee to be in charge of 22 guys. Those days are done, and there has to be a change for 2010. No jokes. That's the deal. Brendan Hunt, the unlikely fan, boomchicago.nl. See you tomorrow. Please, FIFA, don't do it for me. Do it for the game. Or no, do it for me.
Brendan Hunt, the unlikely fan, here on the canalways of Amsterdam. It's fun, it's pretty. Talking about the quarterfinals of the World Cup. First match is going to be Germany versus Argentina. Well, Argentina and boats, they go way back. Argentina's biggest football club is called Boca Juniors. Boca Juniors, around the turn of the last century, didn't know what their colors were going to be, so they decided, here's how we'll decide. We'll go down to the wharf. First boat that comes in, their colors will be our colors. First boat was Swedish. They've worn blue and gold to this day. And the other day, Sweden lost to Germany, who plays Argentina. Brought it back around. No, what about the match itself? On paper, there's no way Argentina can lose. They are so good, and Germany are so mediocre. Argentina has attack, they have a good defense, they have a good mixture of youth and veteranship. They're like the Partridge Family of the World Cup. It's true, actually. Danny Bonaducci is Lionel Messi, and Roberto Ayala is Shirley Jones. It's a perfect analogy, and I won't have a question. But unfortunately for them, they're playing the Germans. And here's the thing about the Germans. 1, they rarely lose when they're supposed to, because it's annoying and German. 2, they get better as a tournament goes on. They know how to play a tournament. Because there have been times in the past where the Germans have planned something big, and it kind of petered out before it got done. They've learned. Thirdly, they have home field advantage. And this is no ordinary home field advantage as you might enjoy if you were the New Jersey Nets expecting the Golden State Warriors. No, this is the best home field advantage there is. The home field advantage that comes from playing in the World Cup, which only comes to a country once every, in Germany's case, 32 years, or only once ever. There is no greater home field advantage than those 70,000 people screaming on their home country in the World Cup, because it's a rare and awesome thing. So don't underestimate the power of that. No predictions yet. I don't want to anger any Australians before it's time. The other match, Italy versus Ukraine. Italy would seem to have this one in the bag too, but here's the thing about Italy right now. Italy have a problem. Alessandro Nesta, it's being reported, is hurt and will not play. He's their center back. Their backup center back, and also the dirtiest player in the world, Marco Materazzi, is out being suspended because he's dirty. So there's a lack of center backs for Italy, which wouldn't be a problem if Ukraine's one great player wasn't the best striker in the world, Andrei Shevchenko, who plays in Italy and knows he can beat any Italians Italy has to offer. This could be juicy. I would not be surprised if this ends up being an upset, but I'm not predicting it. I think Italy wins. In fact, I say Italy wins 1-0. And the other game, I'm picking the upset. Germany beats Argentina on penalty kicks after a 2-2 game. One of the greatest World Cup matches of all time. Brendan Hunt, the Unlikely Fan. See you tomorrow, as long as I don't drown. The Love Boat soon will be making another run. Set a course for adventure, your mind on the semi-finals. I changed the lyrics to make them World Cup appropriate. And love. Brendan Hunt, the Unlikely Fan. We've just had 2 quarterfinal matches played. Germany beat Argentina, and Italy beat Ukraine. Italy beating Ukraine, not a surprise, no big deal. Ukraine, happy to have gotten this far. Germany beating Argentina. That was a textbook annoying German win. Late goal, late penalty claim for the opposing team, totally valid, wiped off by the referee. Germany holds on for penalty kicks. Before this match, neither Germany nor Argentina had ever lost a match on penalties in the World Cup. Now, only Germany remains. Sorry, Argentina. We won't cry for you, though, because you asked us not to. Remember? Musical theater, it's in my blood. Today's matches. Brazil-France. Now, Brazil, you'd think, would have the upper hand here, but Brazil has a history of doing badly against France in the World Cup. Of course, there's a World Cup final in 1998, when France won 3-0, and in 1982, when they beat them on penalty kicks. That's right, Brazil once lost on penalty kicks. Who would have thunk it? But they didn't. So that game's going to be juicy no matter how you slice it. But the big thing I'm worrying about, England, Portugal. Regular viewers of this column may be familiar with the fact that I have grown weary of watching the Portuguese team celebrate. I'm sure it's a fine country with fine people, but enough already. Can I please stop seeing Portuguese people celebrating on the football pitch for once? I last watched them celebrate against my beloved Dutch. Before that, against my beloved English. Before that, against my beloved Dutch. Twice. If I could just once watch one of my teams beat the Portuguese, once, I would love it. I mean, Portugal's becoming Germany for me. That's who they are. And I can't take it anymore. So England, all I ask, I mean, lose to Brazil or France if you must, but beat Portugal. For f***ing sake, beat Portugal. Somebody. Prediction time. Use your head. Don't use your heart, Brendan. Use your head. Brazil will beat France 2-1. France will hold off for a very long time. Brazil will get it done. England versus Portugal. With your head, not with your heart. Yes, the last 2 major tournaments, England has gone out to a Big Phil Scolari coached team. But this will be different. Head, not heart. What's Portugal going to do without Deco? They don't have Deco. If they don't have Deco, they can't win. Head, not heart. Wayne Rooney's got to score eventually, right? Right, sure. Portugal had home field last time. They don't have it this time. And Frank Lampard has to score eventually, right? He can't just keep shooting over the bar. That's impossible. What am I, Snoopy is the Red Baron? England to win 2-1. Brendan Hunt, the Unlikely Fan. You'll see me Monday. I'll be in heaven, or I'll be in hell. Come on, England! 3 lines on the shirt. Jewels remain still gleaming.